Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. Continuing this clean cut update. We've gotta be close to another update by now. I've been playing the clean cut update for what feels like forever. I'm desperate for new content, game. Where's my Dead Cells? Where is my, what would the next iteration update DLC for Dead Cells be? You know, they've already added in content from games like Terraria and Hollow Knight. They could expand upon that. We could actually like visit Hollow Nest or something. What are we gonna play with today? We have Machete Pistol and Nerves of Steel. Explosive Crossbow. I used this extensively on the last run because it showed up legendary, although we haven't used the comb as much. Shrapnel Axe's Cross is actually like pretty decent, and we could do a little bit more of an up close and personal melee-esque tactics run, although Shrapnel Axes is not really melee-esque. I kind of like that idea. I'm not a big fan too much of the Shrapnel Axes or the Cross, but this could be very interesting to try out. And then of course the Ice Crossbow, which people tell me is good, and then I use it and then I think it's okay, but then it never freezes nearly as long as I need it to freeze. And of course, maybe we should look at the shields. An Assault Shield for an Assault Tech build. But I think I'm gonna go for the, no, I want this here. I think I'm gonna go for the Shrapnel Axe's Cross. We do have +2 points in brutality with the amulet, so in theory, Shrapnel Axes also fires an arrow in front, which makes it actually a lot better at range. In theory, we could roll brutality with the amulet, or we could roll tactics and then maybe luck into more tactics in the future, because we're gonna have at the end of this floor 3 and 3 brutality and tactics, and there's not gonna be a clear, that didn't hit you? There's not gonna be a clear lead. You know, it's not gonna be clear what the dual color scrolls are gonna be able to give us. Maybe it'll give us a, nope, knock it off. Maybe it'll give us brutality and survival. Maybe it'll give us tactics and survival. It's a 50-50. I do believe that the dual color scrolls are set when the level loads, not when you like approach the scroll. Does it actually decide what it's gonna be? Because that's the only thing that makes sense with the map. So if we go down to the next floor with 3-3, okay, bit of a drop. We will see what we get. I mean, we'll just see what we get regardless, but dude, Shrapnel Axes. They're not a bad weapon. They're not like a 10 out of 10, but they can get the job done. They can do a lot of damage at range. Especially when you get the massive wave of 4 shrapnels coming out. As long as you can keep an enemy at range, these things are pretty good. Lemon says, best item in the game. I don't know if I'd call it the best, but they do seem pretty good. Although I suppose you have more intimate knowledge with them since you did the freaking Queen challenge. I don't know why, but you did. Random skills, we don't need to spend money this early. Our skills are actually pretty all right. We've got a cannon, which is surprisingly good at stunning, staggering, whatever the hell it is. And a stun grenade. I mean, if it can one-shot one of those failed experiments this early in the game, that doesn't seem that bad. You'll get him, cannon. Thank you. You'll get him. Thank you. Now, unfortunately, this is going to mean that that whole idea of having 3 and 3 going down to the next floor is gonna be not actually what's gonna happen. We're gonna have 3 and 4, but that's okay. Could also just take 70% HP bonus, but where's the fun in that? Oh, never mind. We're gonna go to the next floor with 161. You know what? I still prefer this. Give me the stats, give me the scrolls, give me the damage. What? What? No bonus jumps on our amulet though, so I will probably be interested in dumping this amulet for something that gives us a bonus jump, even at the cost of one stat. I think it is probably worth it. I guess that's the other thing with the shrapnel axes, is that some of the attacks do have a lot of animation lock. Mostly at the end of the combo though, but if you're gonna be fighting a boss and you're trying to get flawlesses, you do have to be extremely careful about that, which I guess is, if I had to guess, part of the reason why people like Lemon were having a bit of a rough time on that queen fight, considering that when you go and fight the queen, and if you're trying to flawless it with the shrapnel axes, you gotta be careful where you are in the combo, because if you are at a particular point in the combo, you're gonna have no dodges. Please. Segus Jr., welcome. How are you doing today? Welcome to the show. I've got hot coffee today because I ran out of cold brew and I was lazy. But it's not quite as delicious. It doesn't have that like milky texture to it. Milky texture. Promenade, sewers, arboretum. Arboretum? I'm leaning arboretum. I'm leaning arboretum. Because we could go sewers, but sewers tactics, we do that all the damn time. Let's go for the arboretum, which means we have to go to a temple order. Please, thank you. Dun, 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 dun. It's only really the last attack, I think, that has that big animation lock. I thought maybe there would be a lot on that second to last attack. It doesn't really seem as much. Maybe a little bit, maybe a fraction of a second. That one, that's the one that you've got to wait for like a whole half second. Pure Nail Giant Comb, Wave of Denial. You know, yeah. I really like the wave. I'm not gonna use this on like a boss fight in all likelihood, but I do like the wave for, I think we need this, our health is so bad. I like the wave for just pushing enemies up against walls. There's a lot of opportunities for that here and a lot of spikes on the walls, which maybe we can additionally use to our advantage. Hello. Yeah, it's not really that good against the aerial enemies either, unfortunately. Also, I should definitely use the cross. If I'm gonna have it as an item. I have to remember to actually use it. It's not something that I use often. Be careful. What? It's gonna be one of those days, I see. Just gonna be one of those days of Dead Cells, I see. Game is just gonna give me one of the strongest items in the entire game, just for free. You know, just because it wants to give it to me, you know? It's early, might as well. Alrighty then, I'll take it. Dude, and the alchemic carbine is pretty damn solid. I don't want to do that right now though. I can't even really tell you why. I just feel like I don't need it right now. Shrapnel axes should be fine, but in theory, we should, I think, grab that for... Okay, shoot it into the ground, that works. I think we should grab it for maybe the next floor, when we can poison enemies and then run away from them a little bit more reliably. I don't know. I think I value the alchemic carbine too highly, but I can't put my finger on why, because it's a good weapon. You know. Man, this is tough, because the throwing knives are not good as a primary weapon. I could put them in the backpack, but I'm not gonna take a acrobata pack mutation just for one throwing knife. If I had a hemorrhage, you know, then we can talk, but... Okay, the one problem with the, with the money shooter, if you can even call it a problem, is that it is a little bit hard to aim against tall and short enemies combined in one little hallway. That'll work. Okay, you know what? If you just want to burn, go burn. See if I care. Nah, I don't need the cells. Leah? Leah? Leia! I was gonna say later, it just didn't come out of my mouth properly. Leah? I don't know who the heck Leah is. I don't know Leah. All right, well, we're pretty much done with this side. Oh, come on. Hey! I just love getting the ammo refund off of that. It's completely unnecessary to use it right here, but what can I say? It's still fun. That's why I play these games, you know? That's why I play these games. I play them for fun. Gotcha. That did a lot of damage. It was 1,000 damage for each one of those knives, I think. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. What the heck was that, like, weird jump flutter thing that I did? Great Owl of War. Probably better than the Wave of Denial, especially going into the next area, but actually the Wave of Denial being able to push enemies around is pretty decent. I don't really need to push enemies around though. I can just kinda just ice them in one hit by just pressing Y. That was like a triple kill right there too. We got more than our money's worth. They had to nerf it. That's the thing. They had to nerf it by making it so that it didn't give you 150 gold back. It only gives you 75. So you have to get a multi-kill in order for it to actually count. Those bastards. Tornado. The thing about the tornado is that it's actually not that bad, because it does block projectiles, but I still think I'd rather just have a cannon. The tornado can be pretty good though. Especially the legendary one, which moves twice as quickly, so it actually, in theory, can go side to side and break projectiles faster. I kind of do like the idea of it. We're gonna be pressing a lot of Ys. Okay, 2 left. 1 left. There are spikes on the wall. It would suck if somehow I accidentally hit him with the melee attack of the shrapnel axe. That's what I just wanted to be very aware of. I knew that that was a possibility. Maybe not super likely. But I really didn't want that to be the thing that iced me. Dude, this is a incredibly solid start to a run. Let's think. Would rather not use a two-handed weapon. Machete pistol, unfortunately you're not a gun. Hey, I could get a better shrapnel axe. You know, what's interesting is that shrapnel axes with this extra damage on poison is actually kind of interesting because if I take the, it's got a lot of arrows. If I take the alchemic carbine, then the ranged attack from the shrapnel axes should fire off the alchemic carbine shot, which will create poison, which will mean that the shrapnel axes can combo off of poison, and then we can reroll the money shooter to have more poison. And that is kind of interesting to me, actually. You want to roll shrapnel axes? We could roll shrapnel axes. We could also roll double money shooter. Probably not what we're looking for. Oh, there's the firebrand. Rip, bud. That's okay. I still think I'm gonna buy a new weapon on this floor. Okay. I'm realizing something. The shrapnel axe did lose the front arrow. It has multiple arrows, but these arrows are not shooting forward. One of them shooting backwards, one of them shooting up. So it's not nearly as much burst damage losing out on that additional arrow. That is a my bad situation right there. I saw the rune, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a rune. I didn't see the fact that that guy was winding up a shot. Also, dude, this is 3 free scrolls at an early point in the game. This is absurd. This is exceptional luck. So let's continue to roll maximum tactics. Poisons the enemy. Nice. Hey, Quark, happy Friday. How are you doing? TGIF. I'd say I'm excited for it to be Friday as well, except I gotta stream for you guys. I'm kidding. I love streaming. I want to go to that chest. Got a lot to explore here, and I want to explore it all. Gotta pause so I can drink my coffee. I should have put in a little bit more creamer, I think. I just can't quite. Yeah, losing that, he's still going, huh? Losing that front firing arrow actually does cost you quite a bit of damage. Maybe we want to end up re-rolling the shrapnel axes, or we could replace them with a different weapon later. But I do still want, I think, the alchemic carbine backpack into auto-firing it. Because with that, we get synergies. We get the possibility easily of getting poison damage synergies, which is phenomenal. Come on. You know what the other thing is I'm remembering right now? The other thing about shrapnel axes is that they are very good at allowing you to take barbed tips, because you do end up getting a lot of these stuck into enemies, especially bosses, and especially bosses that are slow. So we might want to consider barbed tips or an acrobatic pack after this one. And we are not even close to being done yet. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Well, can't use that teleporter, unfortunately, because it's not one. We're still going, huh? I'll eat it. You always miss like a few of the middle platform areas with some enemies on it. But you gotta check them, man, you gotta check them. You never know if that's gonna be the one that gives you the floor rune, the challenge rune, the weird diamond. Seems like that shrapnel axes combo lasts a long time too. Quark says, I survived being the event coordinator for my parents today. Ah, parents. Hopefully you haven't disowned them yet. That is a jumping platform, which I want to be a little bit careful of. Why didn't I roll? Why did I not roll on that one? Seems weird. I don't know why I've decided that I'm using shrapnel axes. I think part of it is because I don't really want that. Because I know that Lemon is probably gonna want me to do it. I would take a barnacle trap, I think. It's not a mimic. If we're gonna be rolling with a... All right. If we're gonna be rolling with a alchemic carbine in the backpack, having a barnacle trap would provide us with a nice sizable little damage bonus. You wanna spite me, just admit it. Well, not completely, because otherwise I would be doing a queen attempt. I'll do it on freaking soul level 1, I don't care. But, so far it's not that bad. But I guess I'm not only relying on this as a weapon, you know, I'm relying on other things too. Okay. Alchemic Carbine gives us poison synergy, no fire synergy, and no bleed synergy, but poison is usually pretty easy to work with. Are you a mimic? You're not a mimic. I'm still gonna take this. Also got a magic bow. I'd rather just not spend the money. Parry shield, dagger of the sadistic cult, pretty decent. Vampire killer with extra damage on poison, but we're not really gonna be trying to apply burn, at least not right now. Maybe later, but not now. Sadist stiletto's pretty damn good, but again, I don't really want to get rid of anything that I currently have. Let's ski Dietl. Actually, let's go buy that barnacle trap. I do think I would like to have this, because if we're gonna have that alchemic carbine, yeah, this is meaningful, I think. 10-second cooldown, crits, and just good damage as is. And plus 10% damage as well. Now I forget whether or not you can actually have the barnacle trap get the plus damage on a poisoned target affix. I don't think you can, but I admit I don't fully remember. All right, we're gonna take this, 3 tactics. This happened on the last run. We had a prison that gave us a 3 red amulet. So nice. All right, so let's see if this works, first of all, because I don't remember. No. Acrobata Pack does not work with shrapnel axes. Does the carbine work with it? No. Okay, so we need a new weapon. We need something that's not shrapnel axes. Because shrapnel axes is weird because it's like a melee / ranged weapon. When you hit melee, it's a melee weapon. When you swing and there's nothing to hit in front of you, it counts as a ranged weapon, but I guess it doesn't count as a ranged weapon for the acrobat attack, which is annoying, but ultimately, not much we can do about that. Good God, game, stop giving me the bank. Academy Kill, welcome. You and Lemon, always at the same time. Abe's approaching the prison in his Dead Cells run. Time for Lemon and Academy Kill to show up. Whip. Doubt your ranged weapon. I'm also very unlikely to actually land those crits, and I am pretty much going for a bit of a ranged build here. You gotta love Legendary Money Shooter for this floor. You gotta love just being able to tap one button and wipe an entire hallway. As long as, you know, the enemy isn't point blank in front of your face, because apparently that just causes you to miss all the damn time. Okay. Eat a carrot. Yeah, I got Legendary Money Shooter on the first floor, I think, was it? So, highly effective. You know what? I think that's worth a power shot. I think that there were multiple enemies on that little hallway. Wow, Legendary Money Shooter didn't even kill that guy. That's a surprise. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. You know what? I like the fact that we've got that front-facing arrow on the Alchemic Carbine. Makes it a little bit... All right. A little bit more likely that you can get a kill quickly with it, as opposed to having to wait for the poison damage to do all of the damage. You know what I mean? Good job, turret. You're doing exactly what I hired you to do. And later on, like this weapon, the Money Shooter, sure, it's only plus 191% damage, but we can reroll this into having some, knock it off. We can roll this into having some additional damage on poison targets, and it'll probably still wreck bosses. Yeah, Academy Kill, I've been hopping around Twitch a little bit more recently. Usually just like looking at people who are playing Dead Cells and thinking like, I wonder if I'll see Academy Kill or Lemon there. And sometimes I see people. I'm like, wait a minute, I know you. You're always hanging around my chat. And then I think to myself, you guys just like always watch Dead Cells all day, every day? But it's fun whenever you hop on to like someone else's game and you're like, hey, wait a minute, I know you. It used to happen, not all the time, but it used to happen a lot with not Bill Murray, God rest his soul. I would see him on various popular not YouTuber, but popular streamer channels. And it always made me feel really good whenever I saw him because first of all, he's a good dude, but second of all, I was always like, oh, maybe I'm good, and maybe not Bill Murray believes in me a little bit. I haven't seen him in a while though, so maybe he's completely changed his tastes, for all I know. But if you're still there, not Bill Murray, I love you, man. Thank you for your support. Even when you're not here. You're still supporting me with your heart. Ding ding. And we're done. That was such an unbelievably easy floor. It was almost boring. But we've got an exceptionally good run, minus the fact that I don't actually have anything that I can fire out of Acrobata Pack yet. We'll get a weapon at some point, I'm sure. And there is the floor rune. I was looking for it. This is now the 4th free scroll that we've had on the run. So we're +4 over par. That's exceptional. We have 13 and we haven't even gone to the morass yet. Hello, FBI? Sometimes I crack myself up. Hey. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I hate this trap in particular because of the whole I don't know what the damn spikes are doing thing. Yeah, let's freaking go for it, man. One more for the road. The only thing that I might want to do, and I think I actually am going to do this, I want to see if this is the Mimic. Because if it is, I know it's not going to show up later, and maybe we can get something pretty effective for the upcoming boss fight. But I just want to see. Like Sinew Slicer. I would probably swap the Owl for this, because it gives us another damage type, bleed. It gives us oil and burn in theory, but it's also just solid, consistent damage, even if we get hit. So are you a Mimic? You're not a Mimic. So now I have to actually make the decision of pulling the trigger on buying this or not. I think... It's good damage. It's not 379, it's like 900. I just don't know if it's worth spending the money on it. I would like to get poison damage, because we do have the Alchemic Carbine, but this does give us a new damage type, bleed. We could get plus damage on bleeding and poison in theory. It means that if we reroll, we can stop faster. No, but we have the Barnacle Trap. If we're gonna be using this, we do need poison specifically. So you know what, I'm gonna not buy anything. I'll roll a couple of times just to see what we get. There's an Electrical Trap. I never like it, even though I take it, you know, sometimes all the time. And there's a better Owl, but it's only 107 more DPS. If I'm not gonna buy the Sinew Slicer, I'm not gonna buy a new Owl. But I do like the Sinew Slicer. I actually really like it. Something about it, something about the damage numbers is a lie, and it's way better than you think it is. Or maybe I've just had runs in the past where I've had a good Sinew Slicer and a good other set of equipment. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Without really thinking too much more about it. Support, support. Still need... You know, another reason to not buy anything is that we need the money for the guns. But another thing... That was real nice. The other thing is that we still need something in the backpack slot. That's the first thing that we should be spending our money on. Dude, we can just go. It's just it's a freaking, it's a party. I don't know what happened there. I think I was gonna swing and fire, but because I tapped Y, it stopped the swinging. So I didn't actually fire my shot. Shot. Victim of bleeding spreads it. And more damage on a poisoned target. I hate babysitting that thing. It's so annoying. I would much rather not. Oh, I didn't get both of them. Sucks whenever you don't get the double kill. Okay. Hey. Should probably leave the biters around too so that we have some additional curse cleansing in the future, but you know, whatever. All right, let's try our best to keep enemies alive whenever possible for the future. And we'll try to buy a new weapon here. I see people jumping around down there. I just can't access them right now. We need a ranged weapon if we're gonna roll Acrobata Pack. I think we should because we have the Alchemic Carbine. So let's start rolling and start looking. Cross. Dude, what if we just take a cross? It's a ton of damage. It should wreck the boss, right? Dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the cross. And in theory, that cross will just wreck anything. You know what's interesting is that I think... Hold on, do you... No, you don't get an arrow out of the Alchemic Carbine. You do here. No, you don't. You don't get an arrow out of the carbine. But still, I think this is pretty good. 9, welcome. How are you doing today? And Mr. Nody, welcome. I like having cross in my offhand. Cross is an interesting one because you can either fire it forward or you can turn around, fire it backwards, and then have it extend into enemies. But the thing about the cross is it does most of its damage I'll just wipe you like that. The cross does most of its damage if you can get the exact distance to the enemy correct, and then have this thing just stay inside of them, constantly rotating. Something like that. Find it to be a little hard to work with. Okay, so this is the exit. Sandals to kick them back, cross for maximum damage. You know what? That sounds like an interesting combination. Oh, oh God. Oh, he went far away. I wonder if there's a weapon like the Hayabusa boots or the sandals or something that gets the enemy to like an ideal distance. I see it. This is bonus number 5. That's the problem though that I don't like with it, is that if the cross doesn't kill the enemy on the way out, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that the enemy is staring you in the face and you have no protection. I guess I do have a Y. I got a Y move. Why? Does this thing not kill things? Arcatraz, welcome. Dead Cells Live or a BPM VOD. Choices. You're lucky you got that BPM VOD. I was clearing out some of my hard drive files and I was like, wait a minute, I have some BPM I never uploaded. I almost had the most epic of saves. I didn't know where to go though. I was lost. At least we're not cursed. And that's the reason why I swap out those amulets before I do this. So that if I do take a hit, it's less of my maximum HP. Yeah, rip 60. Oh no, we already had 60. We already had 60, perfect. That makes it even better. Why did it feel like you made that harder than it needed to be? I like the idea of going fast, but then I always screw it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only need one more enemy in order to cleanse Yield Curse. Are there enemies in the doorway? No, but that's okay. We'll leave a few of these enemies alive, I'm sure. In fact, we'll run right now. This should be enough. Oh, I don't want to pick up the scroll. It's gonna break my my weapon as soon as I put it out there. That's fine. Wolf trap. Poisons the enemy. Nah. All right. Gotta be a little cautious here. I see all these jokers. Let's do one of those. There's an elite down there that I really do not want to fight. The laze has been cleared. Like, if we're gonna do this elite, I want to do it way later, so it doesn't telefrag me. So we're gonna move here, and work our way down. I see a Jumpy McJumperson over there, which I'm not a big fan of. Only one enemy remaining, and it's just one of you. There you go. Just, you know, don't even worry about risking it. Hell 9, welcome. We got 9 and 9. Nice. Blessed by the 9s. Isn't that a Elder Scrolls thing? Bless the 9s. It was a secret wall. We don't need it. I should probably grab it, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. But we also, no, we don't need it. We don't need it. I'm not gonna waste your time. La la. 319.3 is our current scroll count. It's pretty good. We don't need any food. Haven't taken much damage over the whole run. At this point, we're out of here unless we're gonna buy something from the shop, but we already did buy something. We bought the cross. Is that 15k DPS? Cross does 30k, Money Shooter does 24k. Oh, Yumi! Yumi's a pretty good one. I don't know. Would you rather have the Yumi or the cross? I really wonder what that DPS number on the cross means. Does that like include the time it takes to go out and start spinning? I do like a good Yumi, but think we're okay. And then machete pistol damage, 5,000. Good lord. Yeah, Mama Tick, I think, is the perfect cross boss. So I do like that. I would love a legendary cross, so I had 2 of them, but that's fine. We're good to go. Let's get out of here. Weapons should be fine. Just gotta think, We could take point blank. Maybe this is the opportunity to get rid of disengagement, even though our HP is so goddamn low. Take point blank, do an extra 30% damage. I don't think we need the damage bonus, honestly. Remember, we're at +5 scrolls. We don't need it. We don't need it. Yeah, we've got plus poison damage on the cross. About the only thing that we would like is plus poison damage on the money shooter, so I can alternate XY. Bleeding electrified. Don't do either. I'm not gonna spend forever re-rolling this. I'll spend down to like 10 grand. Okay, shot pierces all enemies and pierces all enemies, but there's the 80% damage on poison target. Alchemic Carbine doesn't need any modifiers. Barnacle Trap, doesn't. Great Owl, does. Yeah, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of money re-rolling that. I'll just do it once. Okay, we are solid, we are good to go. Like every other cross is gonna have an accompanied poison shot, which is fantastic. I'm inevitably gonna take damage because I always find a way to take damage on this boss, but let's do it. And hello, welcome, Nub. Hello. Okay. Immediately. That was insanely fast. That's fine, whatever, I don't care. I've stopped caring about this boss. I don't care about the reaction time boss anymore. Okay, next phase. Oh my god. I do care about getting hit by every tentacle, though. Alright, I dodged one. I mean, the damage is absolutely absurd. I just hate fighting the Mama Tick. It's a great boss in theory, I just can never get the timings down. I can never get the dodges down properly. I always get hit. Should've gone and fought freaking Bridge Boss. You don't learn. It's not a matter of learning, it's a matter of execution. You have to actually hit the dodge button at the right time, and I'm very bad at focusing on hitting the dodge button at the right time. I've got bad reaction time on that fight. I don't know why. I don't know why. I can't figure it out. We're gonna go Graveyard, and I think I wanna go Giant as well. So, Graveyard it is. Where is the Graveyard? It is down to the left. Nody says, I nail the timing on the main attacks and then get cheesed by the tentacles. This may have been like my worst performance ever on that boss. I got hit by everything. But there's just something about that boss where it's like, on paper, it only has like 3 attacks, but then in execution, it's like, well, they're impossible to time. They're so fast. And they are fast. But they're not that bad, so I don't know why I can't get it. Freaking, I'm the guy who, I get comments to this day on Hollow Knight of, did this guy really find and defeat the, oh god, what's the name of the enemy? The Brooding Malek before he even defeated like the first boss? No way he did that. And then it's like, yeah, just get hit by tentacles on a boss you fought 50,000 times. Brooding Moloch was easy compared to Nest Boss, I guess. Because I just can't get the timing right for that attack. Ugh. Barricade. Okay, be careful. Don't sell this. Disposable says, Path of Pain video comments are also pretty funny. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Holy crap. Path of Pain was fun. I legitimately did get a little bit lost in Path of Pain a couple of times because I went backwards through some of the platforming elements, jumping on top of spikes and whatnot. Fun times, fun times. In fact, I was just talking about that the other day. It's a shame you can't go back to the Path of Pain once you've done it once. Oh, that was... Ding, ding, ding. Like, if you get the ding, 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 it is pretty satisfying. Okay, spikes. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. You know, I kind of feel like actually doing it like this. I think for bosses, it would be a little bit better to have the cross in my hand. But for room combats, I think it's a little bit better to have the alchemic carbine in my hand, because then I can poison enemies and then just run away. Otherwise, I'm waiting for the cross. Like, I gotta wait for it to come back to my hand so I can actually kill an enemy. I can't just fire and run, which is what I want to do. No, 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 no. Why are the spikes like this? There's 60. I heard the sound effect for it too, which I usually don't hear that often. Whenever I get the 60 kill, it went, huh? You still do get the cross shot off after the roll. Valerie Hellery, welcome. Enjoy your lurking. How you doing? Don't need any of this. We'll heal up before we leave. Gotta be careful. I gotta remember. Cursed chest floor. I don't really want to eat the poisoned food, I think. What I do want is whatever the hell this is. A Gilded Yumi's Bow. Shots leave a trail of flames. Okay, so we can get both poison and fire, but the fire is not actually... God, that's so good. The fire is not actually going to apply on the enemy. It's just going to leave fire on the ground. It's so good, though, but I wish it was shots leave a trail of poison, because I would like that more. Cross is doing 60 grand worth of damage. That's pretty decent. The Yumi is, like, so good. But the legendary effect isn't so good. But for, like, floors, it's exceptional. Melee's cleared. I kind of, oh man, this sucks, because I want all 4 of these weapons, right? I want the money shooter, because it's got great damage. I want the Gilded Yumi, because it's so good against floors. I want Alchemic Carbine to enable the poison damage. And then I want the cross, because it is good one target, like boss killing potential. I want all of these weapons. If I can't take all of these weapons, I guess we're gonna leave Gilded Yumi behind. Sorry. The synergy is more important. And when we actually fight bosses, we're not gonna be using Yumi, we're not gonna be well, we could use Yumi against some of the bosses. But if we're gonna fight the giant, not him. But against Clock Boss, oh my god, Yumi is so good against Clock Boss. Higher level. No, ooh, this is, there's enemies in here, so we'll come back here later when we're cursed. I make the decision all the time to roll, like, the legendary loot, and then I usually end up regretting it because I lose synergies as a result. I lose the damage that I had previously, so I don't want to make that mistake here. And also, honestly, I'll freaking roll Yumi whenever. Like, I love that weapon. I'll run it at the beginning of the game, and I'll use it for the whole game if it shows up. So I don't need to take it now, especially when the legendary is so boring. The legendary is literally just sometimes enables fire synergies, but not guaranteed. So, not a huge loss. It's not like we're passing up a machete pistol that's legendary, you know, we're not passing up a literal gun. He's got a good gun. He's got a good gun. Sorry for the slamming of the cup on the table constantly. Do like the bibble, but we already have more damage. Or javelin is trash. And none of these are what I'm looking for. Poor machete pistol showing up multiple times in this run, just not quite takeable. Let's see. Another exit, Sepulcher. I mean, we could go to the Sepulcher. We could go to the cavern though and get level 12. You know, like, it's a run in which we could do it. Nothing's stopping us. We've got the damage, we've got the power, we've got the technology. What's the legendary fix on the machete pistol? Mr. Noti, if you have not seen the legendary affix on the machete pistol, all I can say is, have you seen John Wick? Won't somebody please get this man a gun? Plus damage on a poison target. Owl, your days might be numbered. But if we fight the giant, turret can't hit the giant. Yeah, so what it does is the machete pistol, normally its attack combo is slice, slice, shoot. And the shoot, the gun, is what does critical damage for the machete pistol. The legendary is, it's just the gun. So you just shoot, 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 shoot. And it's goddamn hilarious and awesome. And it's great damage. Yeah, like, the turret's good. It's never gonna hit the giant if we go that route. I feel like I have to now because I got rid of the Yumi. If we were doing Clock Boss, you know, the Yumi would own, so I would roll the Yumi on that one. But yeah, I think we'll keep the owl. If the turret could shoot upwards, I would take it, but the turrets can't really shoot up too reliably. There's the curse chest, all the freaking way over there, Jesus. Of an axe. Let me ask you a question. Really didn't think the curse chest would be behind the dropped floor here, but maybe that's normally where it is? I don't know. I mean, if ever I can get the multi-kill, we should get it. Multi-kill! Multi-kill! Got him. Whoa! Colorless explosive crossbow. Heck yeah. Double damage on burning oil. Ammo +3, plus 20% damage. Solid choices. Solid choices. One of my favorite weapons in the whole game. Might be a little bit dull, but damn if it's not good. And what's through this door? Is this an exit? Might be an exit door. Nope, items. Sorry, Crow. Not today. Not ever, apparently. I have to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, yeah, there's enough enemies in here. What the heck? Really didn't think there would be this many enemies, but I'll take it. So killed you. There's another 2 over here on the left. Let's kill them. Okay, now we only need 4. This gives me a better line. And then there's one above my head. The one above my head is the one that's gonna create the ring of floaty birds, the buzz cutters. I always think that that's bullets, it's just money. But you know what we could do? That did not work. I guess what we could do is just let the owl do it. There you go. Hey, give me that. 2 extra jumps in the air. Don't need it. And I don't need you either. Let's... Oh my god, they're freaking out. Squirrel! I want to finish off the right side here. You know, no, we don't need to. We got the map. I was thinking like, oh, there might be more things to kill. There's not really more things to kill. What are we looking for? Random legendary? It would appear on the map. It would be like a star above the enemies. Actually, you know what? That's not true. I think enemies that don't even have stars can drop legendaries. It's just incredibly unlikely. Dun. All right, let's go get a little bit of extra cash. Since we're building a poison deck here, I want to have the opportunity to reroll as many times as necessary. Please. Oh my god. Although actually, now that I think about it, we already rerolled the money shooter, and the owl and the turret are both going to be replaced on the next floor, so we don't really need too much more beyond what we have. And we're done. So I'm gonna go to the food shop. I'm gonna heal up to full. I'd rather not have the malaise, and I'll spend the money, I think, healing up. Since we're going down to the caverns, I am gonna do the caverns. I want to be a little careful on the health front. So we're at full HP. By the way, I'm just now remembering, we haven't found a mimic yet. Unless it's here. But since I don't care about any of those items, I'm not gonna do anything about it. But I think we're pretty likely to get a mimic next floor. There's like 3 shops, so any one of them could be it. Could be this one, I'm not checking it, but. I'll say it again, my only request about the mimics is make it so that you don't spend money for the mimic. That would go a long way to making me feel better about the mimics. I got 155 kills. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Dude, Sinew Slicer, plus 10% damage and plus damage against a poison target. That's fantastic, but not what we're going for. We are going to fight the giant, which means I don't want traps on the ground, I want traps in the air. I might take a double crossbow-matic, because I think those can still hit the hands when they're kind of floating. But other than that, kills should stack up till you get hit, says Hell9. They'd have to make sure that you can't go to the 60 door afterwards, but like have it keep track of two numbers. One that is forever, and then one is for the biome. If you get 60 on the biome, you get the door, I suppose. Caverns is such a beautiful map. I love the colors, says Mr. Nodi. Love the colors. Hate finding secrets. They're goddamn impossible because the secrets are blue. So everything just blurs together. I think I have found legitimately the floor rune in the caverns maybe twice. Maybe. And I don't even remember the second time. I remember once. I don't actually remember it happening twice. So I might be overestimating. I didn't even see that. I don't know how it happened. I literally just attacked and then it kind of just exploded into a pie. That was weird. Well. Dude, that actually went swimmingly. Yeah, I know. Look, one of these days, these shots are gonna land on you and you're gonna die. Now, I should still not be pressing Y on every enemy. We gotta keep some of our cash. Dude, when the cross lands, it feels so good. Didn't even know there were secrets to find. Well, every run, there's a chance, not a guarantee, that you'll find those diamonds in the floor and they give you bonus scrolls. They're very rare. Well, very rare, but they're pretty rare. They're just hard to see, and it's goddamn impossible to find them in this biome. By the way, I'm dumb. We should have taken a wish. We could have wished for anything. Well, I don't know. Because wish is nice, you know, you get a legendary, but you do lose the mutation. I don't think I would like to lose disengagement when we only have 5,000 HP right now. I very much, goodbye. Very, very much value my survivability on these runs. You know, I lose, whenever I lose a run of Dead Cells, I always feel bad about it, partially because it's like, I feel like I'm stealing content away from you. Like, I am the one who died. You shouldn't have to suffer that. You should get to watch a full run. You know, I can't just throw the run. Hell9 says, I would like to challenge myself to not get hit on the whole run. If you want to do that, what you should do is take a cursed sword and then give it a shot. See if you can make it work. Not a mimic. Okay, we're gonna upgrade Barnacle into Barnacle. 7 to 12. Pretty good. Your death just equals more runs. Lemon says, bro, my win rate is abysmal 2%. I imagine though, Lemon, that you're probably doing a lot of like experimentation. Dude, Owl of War 12. You know what, no, there's another owl up there. And if this is the mimic, I would rather have the level 14 owl with double damage going up into that fight. So let's see if this is a mimic. It's not. So we're gonna take this on the way out. I'm not gonna take it right now. But there's the owl. And we've upgraded the barnacle trap, so we have good quality equipment leaving the floor. Everything seems great right now. We should be able to find a weapon shop soon. Wipe you. Definitely use that on any of those big boys. Is that a Bible? We don't need it, but good to know it's there, I guess. I don't know what's happening. Also, hold up. Okay. Heal up. He telefragged me. F that guy. Did you, first of all, hold on, so many things to talk about what just happened, okay? First of all, did that bird get stunned? Excuse me? I thought they were immune to getting stunned, but I think he got stunned, okay? Second of all, he had the rotating lasers, but then also was chasing me down faster than I could escape him, and then his lasers ended up, you know, taking off a chunk of my health, and then he did his ground slam. BS. Elite gets, you can stun the elite version of them, maybe? That's new to me. News to me, I guess. Whatever the situation was, that was a very annoying encounter. And also literally the reason why I take disengagement. Any of you disengagement haters out there, all I'm gonna say is, you know, let's see, you play the seed, you live through that, and then, you know, tell me how you feel. Even elite ground shakers get stunned. So wait, you can stun elites? Like, so if I had a flashbang, I could throw it at the blue bird and he would get stunned. Is that what you're saying? Because that seems like magic to me. But I guess if they can get stunned, maybe I should take advantage of that more. That's just like one of the rules of Dead Cells that I kind of hate. Like, why does the elite have the ability to get stunned? It doesn't make any sense. There might actually be like a legitimate reason for it, like maybe it's just too annoying if you have an elite in your way and you can't get past him or something. But it's just yet another edge case that you have to keep in mind at all time playing this damn game. Anyways. I don't know why my shot bounced off of him. Hadn't even fired it yet. If I get hit on the first 3 biomes, BF the 30, 60, 60, I just restart, says Hell 9. What the heck is a BF? Never had one of those. I don't think it's stun, it's more charging the laser attack. Except it is a stun. Because those blue birds, by the way, the malaise level of, oh, we're not malaised, that's why. The malaise level of enemies turn into elites, that doesn't even stun them when they're turning into elites. So it's weird to me that the enemy turning into the elite cannot be stunned, but as soon as they turn into an elite, they can be stunned. That's what I mean. It's just like, it's weird, arbitrary restrictions on some of the mechanics that you have to always keep in mind, and it makes it so hard. So hard when you're trying like difficult things or to be perfect, or if you're trying to do a challenge run or stuff like that. For me, it's just annoying because I was doing so well. I want to get my 60 door, you know? Ooh, we'll get the scroll later. That is the exit. Got him. Should have, I guess I should have played with my food a little bit first. Extra jump, 75%. So we'll keep this one. By the way, I'm just taking the amulet right now because we don't really need the extra damage from 1 point in tactics, but I will take it when we fight the boss. I just want the extra health right now because we did take that nasty hit, so I want to be a little bit careful here. Playing tactically now that we lost that disengagement. I guess one of the reasons why I like disengagement is because I don't have to be so tactical, you know? You can make a mistake. You can engage poorly and not be completely screwed. You can have fun with the game. And I do have fun with the game, yeah, you do. Oh God! Forgot about you. You also can't be stunned. There are a lot of enemies here that cannot be stunned, which is kind of funny. Reveal secret walls, but not what I'm looking for. See ya. So we're not going to go survival, we're gonna go brutality, because we are gonna drop this amulet very shortly. We have mapping. No cursed chests. Fair enough. L9 says, I just want my doors. You want your doors? What are you, a crowbar fan? Nine says, I just recently found out that the challenge rifts just drop the amulets next to you when you finish them if you don't sell the second one. Yeah, what I always do, and what you should do if you're playing Dead Cells. Here's an Abe Clancy Pro Dead Cells tip. Pro. Take either the amulet in the challenge rune that gives you bonus jumps, so you can make the jump puzzles a little bit easier, or take the one that gives you the most HP, that way if you do get hit by a trap, it takes less of your health. When you finish the rift, the other amulet will just get popped out, and then you can pick whichever one you actually want. There you go, there's your Abe Clancy Pro Dead Cells Tip Pro. I was thinking about you. But we have a Great Owl and a Barnacle level 12 that we're gonna buy, so we actually do not need double crossbow-matic. After I learned that, it made my life better. It's a minor improvement. The thing is, it's not necessary at all. Like, you could just, you know, roll the jumping puzzles just fine without it, but it is nice to just have a little bit of extra HP or the extra jump. Okay, finally we can take a new tactics weapon. Oh my God, it's a Nerve of Steel with 120,000 DPS. We don't need it because we do have the money shooter, but if it's legendary, my God, if it's legendary, we could take a Snake Fangs. That is so much damage, good God. I do not believe we can get Snake Fangs with 80% on poison because they are themselves applying the poison. So I don't think we can ever get that. But, dude, that's solid. Level 12, it could be level 14, it could be a Mimic. We're pretty much done. I'm just gonna take this now. It cut off like 5,000 HP. Good God. Victims release a Toxic Cloud Bible. Really? It's tempting, but we really have the build. Oh. Thank you. We really have the build already. Very much a ranged focus build. It is tempting to roll a melee weapon, but I'm much more eyeing that much more eyeballing that snake fangs. I really like snake fangs, or rather they've grown on me recently. So I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking. Don't rush me, I'm thinking. I mean, if they're level 14, it's gotta be worth it, right? Okay, here's the thing. We're done with the floor. We know that we're gonna want the better owl. Let's buy the owl. Could be a mimic. Come on. It is not a mimic. Okay, so we have an owl. Goes from level 5 to level 12. Definitely worth it. Another owl. Not interested in any of those. Then let's we'll think about it. We'll think about it. Think about it. Because the Snake Fang level 12, that's so much damage, and it's a good weapon, and I do like Snake Fangs. Bro, I'm a vampire. These are not Snake Fangs. We ripped them right out of the snake. The Snake Fangs, do they, I am looking this up, do they have the ability, why is my browser so slow? Do they have the ability to get 80% damage on a poison target? Affixes such as plus damage to bleeding targets apply to the weapon's attacks as well as the inflicted poison. Well, I don't think it can get plus poison. I can't find the flags for the weapon either. That's weird. Normally the wiki would have all of the weapon flags associated with it, but I can't find them. Anyways, but we can use the Snake Fangs. We can use the Carbine together with the Snake Fangs to apply more poison to get the crits, but the Snake Fangs will get the crits on its own probably. We do lose the Cross, which is doing a ton of damage on its own, but we could put Money Shooter in the backpack, and then whenever we fire the Cross, we'll fire a Money Shooter shot, but if we're just constantly firing Money Shooter shots, that should be enough damage on its own, right? Let's see if it's a mimic. It is not a mimic, so it's just a level 12. The mimic may have been on the last floor in that case. Because I like the extra poison damage. The weapon fires like 3 or 4 times per second, so you're getting like an additional 50,000 DPS on top of the weapon. I do wonder though, for this upcoming boss, it's probably not ideal because I think when the eye goes back into the head, you lose that poison damage. You're not getting that poison damage anymore. So we just need the poison to enable the damage from the other weapons, the Great Owl, the Barnacle, the Money Shooter. Those are gonna be doing most of the DPS. In which case, we probably don't need the Snake Fangs. I think that's what I'm gonna decide here, but we're gonna look for other things. Zeta Stiletto is more damage. Oh God, that's a lot of damage. but it doesn't have a place in the run. We need the carbine to enable the poison. We need the money shooter because it's the high damage weapon that we have. The cross I would like to have, even though it's not completely necessary. It really is like, we are a ranged build. I want to try to like shove. Dude, the damage from this is way higher than the current money shooter. Look at that. I think I gotta upgrade to this one. Look at the damage. We don't get the gold refund, but who cares? We could roll double money shooter. No. Just go to 250,000 DPS. That's fine. Oh, there's another one. And then we got nothing. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's get out of here. Yeah, we're gonna do some re-rolling. Because we have to re-roll everything, actually. Legitimately, I think every piece of equipment here does need a re-roll. There is food as well. You know what, I am gonna backtrack for that, because if we roll into 50% damage on full health, we can take advantage of that. So let's get that pie. That very early pie that I accidentally found. Doing a lot of like planning and consideration here, but this is usually where I make my mistakes in the run, is I take equipment that doesn't give me the damage bonuses that I'm looking for, and as a result I do less damage on the boss fights than I expect. Like maybe past me would have gotten rid of the carbine and said, oh, we'll roll into piercing or poison shots on someone else, and then we never get it. And then I'm left without my damage. Okay. Money shooter. Unnecessary to re-roll right now. Barnacle trap. Owl. Barnacle trap. Yes. Generates a toxic cloud. Money shooter. Such an expensive weapon. Leave trail of flames. Owl. We're almost to burning oil, but we're not quite there. Double damage and more damage on a poison target. Okay. Money shooter. Money shooter. Crits up. This is a bit of a waste of cash, but I stand by it. We're trying to roll into the poison synergies. Let's fight the boss. Gordo, welcome. I want to know, is Dead Cells is very good? Dead Cells is very good, is. Highly recommended. Want to do it like this. Okay. Okay, well that was pretty easy. I mean, when you have the damage, you have the damage. Meat skewer, no thank you. Dude, now that we've done the boss fight, I could take this and then I don't need to worry about re-rolling the barnacle trap. But it does crit on poison. And you know what? The bosses can't knock it off of ledges or anything like that. Like the Hand of the King can't push it into the spike trap. So maybe we're okay getting keeping the barnacle trap, even though we might have to re-roll it some more. Alrighty then. You ask if Dead Cells is good from the guy that has 2,500 hours in it. 690. That's it. Burns the ground around you. Spreads oil on the enemy. I've never seen the legendary grappling hook before. That's pretty cool. So you pull the enemy, you put oil on them, pull them into the fire, and then they burn. Again, it doesn't really work for all enemies. It is pretty cool though. But I wouldn't take a grappling hook on this run, so I'm not gonna take it now. F it. Don't get hit. Don't get hit, owl build. Was it like 2,000 hours in Gungeon you had? I could swear it was 2,000 hours in something. Gungeon, yes. That would be the game that I have a lot of time with. Pretty sure that's #1 on ye old Steam profile list. Distillery. Oh, you were... Oh, I forgot all about the distillery. If you were a little faster on telling me to go to the distillery, I'm sure I would have gone there. No, don't look at recent activity. Show me all games. Enter the Gungeon, XCOM, or Rocket League. Slay the Spire, Factorio. Factorio is a game that I leave on a lot, as is XCOM, so I don't trust those numbers. I trust Rocket League. I played a lot of Rocket League back when I played Rocket League. And then when you have 1,000 hours in the game and everyone else is still better at you than, at that game, you're like, oh god, I've wasted my life. You just think to yourself, what have I done? Wow, okay, yeah, curse chest, why not? You don't find a curse chest here that often. Well, now we gotta slow down. Nobody says, I still play a lot of Rocket League. What is your game mode of choice? Dude, that trap does a lot of damage. I don't really want to go that way because they can attack through walls. And I don't want to go down there because there could be traps. So I guess by default, we're gonna go a little left. I can still one-shot things, it's just a little scary. And there can always be like rotating spike ball traps, so I gotta be a little bit careful about where I go. This is almost always clear. Nody says 4,000 hours Rocket League, 3v3s. Mud says 4,900. I know though, me and Mud played a lot of Snow Day, so a lot of our time is in a game mode that other people don't care about too much. I'm like hyper aware that anything could kill me right now. And I've got times too. If I die on this run, I'll die in the next run as well. I have to go over there. Damn. But we just got to be very careful about... I don't want to go down there. We've got to be careful about the enemy who can attack through the wall, otherwise it's just press Y to kill. So you turn away. Good. Something happened, but we're clear. Whoa, hello. Okay. Yeah, something happened. I gotta stop using Y though. We're not getting refunds back. This is for boss fights. Had to go. I was gonna get bombed. I should still Y certain enemies, like maybe this guy. Rather, these guys. But I explicitly got rid of the refund that we get, the money refund, to take something that did significantly more damage. I made that choice. And god damn it, I'll make it again if I have to. Hey, look at that shiny thing. It's sparkly and pointy. Touch it. You mean the spikes? Whoa, 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 whoa. There are a lot of annoying enemies here in the castle. Mostly it's the freaking demons, the ones that can aggro you and then come and kill you. And then it's the fake bosses, the ones that can have the jumpy attacks. I hate those guys too. All right, level 11. We are still looking for a replacement to the carbine and maybe a replacement to the cross. Let's see what we get. You know, it's tempting to go for something like a bow and endless quiver and then re-roll it into shots explode into a toxic cloud, but that's not a guarantee. The alchemic carbine is a guarantee. It's a guarantee because we have it right now. Yeah, so nothing there. I see you. Yes, the spikes touch it with the skull over your head. It gives you a title card. It gives you points. Actually, what you should say is that it gives you 2,500 gold. You still get poisoned, but you don't take damage. This way. Enemies are dying very quickly. We are +6 on scrolls. We are 6 scrolls higher than you would expect to be on this point in a run, so our stats are real good. Which pretty much means as long as those 6 stats are in tactics, we're pretty much doing double damage than what we would be doing on a normal run at this point. That's a legendary freaking boomerang. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. Yes, we will take this, and we will probably take this over the cross. That is so nice. God, that's so nice. That's real good. Carbine can go in the backpack for all I care. I have a double freaking boomerang. That's an incredible upgrade. We don't need the poison constantly, so this is now a much higher damage dealing weapon. And I know that we are passing up on the cross for this, but this doesn't require any sort of like tactical positioning. You just throw it. Oh, that's good. This is like the streamer run, right? All of the luck is on me on this run. Yeah, we are gonna re-roll the crap out of this for plus poison. Because that will crush. Oh right, you just die on the spikes! Up to a point, anyways. We've got the keys. We have the scrolls. One more scroll fragment would be perfect. There is one. I see it. See it right there. Yeah, the legendary affix for the boomerang is you can fire 2 of them. So now I can get 2 of them out at the same time. Which is honestly amazing, because that's effectively double damage. As long as you're firing it, you're doing double damage. And then if we get the poison damage synergy, we're doing double damage again, and then, you know, with the owl, we're doing double damage on top of double damage on top of double damage, and it's just, it never stops. Definitely playing this slowly, but you can understand why on a run like this. This is very good. Inflicts 72 damage, dash 216 DPS. So we want the owl because we want to sell it and get the cash. Let's go do that. There's another enemy down here to fight as well. I am milking this floor for money for rerolls. I still might at some point want to consider rerolling the owl, but for right now it hasn't been a problem. So I feel like I don't need to worry about it. If ever I touch a spike though, I am toast. My God, we're killing enemies so quickly. This is a fun run. It's not quite as like fast and actiony as some of the runs that we've had, but what it is powerful and strong and amazing, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm selling the cross. We do not need it. This maybe could be a mimic, but I'm starting to believe that the mimic was actually on the graveyard. And I don't even need the skills. Although if it is a mimic, we could get something that's +1 level higher, so I guess I will look for a barnacle or a owl. You mimic? You're not a mimic. All right, see you later. Yeah, we've definitely forgotten it somewhere here. Oh, we're done, so let's recycle the food, get some extra money. Hand of the King is gonna get melted. I absolutely hope so. Dude, I hope we freaking melt Spoiler. I wanna crush him beneath the heels of my boots. I guess do I have boots on? I guess it really does depend on the outfit, probably. Sell 37 in tactics. This. Have we completed the floor? There's one enemy left. We don't need to go fight him. Quadruple checking. We don't need a new weapon. There was no alchemic carbine. We're just gonna save that for enabling the poison synergy. Even if the Hand of the King deflects the shot, he'll still get poisoned because it is a cloud. But the barnacle also does create a toxic cloud if we need it. So all we're gonna do is re-roll Boomerang, maybe the Money Shooter, which is doing 500,000 DPS, and we're out. I'm going to bed after Hand of the King because I'm still BC3 and avoiding spoilers. Why do you think I'm calling it Spoiler Boss? Flamethrower turret. Nail. Symmetrical lance. I guess we could have, we could always take Wish and then make that symmetrical lance legendary, but I don't really want to mess with the run right about now. Double damage Boomerang. You know, We could just roll this as don't get hit build, and then we don't need to worry about the poison damage. Shots explode into a toxic cloud. That's another poison enabler. Okay, I can't re-roll you anymore. You're too expensive at this point. Sorry. Can't do it. So I want to fire the boomerangs to the left, not to the right, but I can fire one right, then move left. So it's gonna be boom, boom, boom. Oh my God. He's dead. I should have just attacked again. I just pressed X and Y and then stood there. I should have also fired off the barnacle trap. That was a mistake. My God. This is what a run looks like when you have +6 scrolls. Because that +6 scrolls, that's double damage, a little bit more. Someone can run the math. What is 1.15 to the power of 6? That's the bonus damage we have from all the bonus scrolls that we have had. Oh my God, and it's a blood sword too. That is so nice. But it's not better than what we have. I love the legendary blood sword, by the way. The damage is insanely increased as a result of that. And with only 3 attacks, you get the burst damage, which is enough to kill enemies. And with fast attacks, that kills an enemy super quickly. And then if you take the mutation that gives you bleeding, that makes sure that it procs after 2 attacks. So the blood sword is fantastic. But not what we're looking for on this run. Okay. I think I'm gonna re-roll out of double damage. Although why? Why not just go into the next fight with the maximum damage possible? We've got disengagement, we're not gonna die in one shot. This is a stupid idea, but let's freaking do it. Oh God, I'm also a man. Oh right, that's what it is. It's when you have a Castlevania character, you get the sound effects of whenever you get hit, you get That is a bug that sound effect stays when you go to the next outfit, I think. That's why I was wondering about that recently too. I was like, man, like why do I sound so weird? I sound weird because I'm pretty sure it's just a bug. Pretty sure. Not for sure, but pretty sure. Flashing fans. Oh. Whoa. Ugh. Laser in my face. Electric whip, 152,000 DPS with double damage and more damage on poison targets. Man, I kind of want to put that in the backpack. But we need something else that would apply poison. Because that is freaking fantastic damage. It's like perfect. You know, what if we maybe roll that later, you know? Maybe we'll find some way of enabling that damage output. I'm not gonna say it's likely, but it's not impossible. This is a stupid idea, but let's do it, aka Killer of Abe's Lich Streak. I never did really count Lich Streaks in Gungeon. It just felt tedious. I proved that I could, you know, win every run of Gungeon when I completed an entire save file. I didn't do BCDD20T. I did all of the game modes individually. We want to go down. Thank you. Random skills. These are going to be a little bit higher level. I wonder if we can get a mimic. Nope. There was a chance. There was a chance it could be a mimic. I'm not going to get rid of the current one, though, because it has plus 10% damage when you're near it. And more damage on electrified targets. If I could find a way of having the electric whip in the backpack and still have poison, I will do it. I don't know why the boomerang keeps getting blocked by things. It's a weird bug. Kind of annoying though. Lemon says you can get Mimic here. Interesting. Oh, this is a secret. I don't want to do this. Good to know. So I guess it could be in the food shop. Oh yeah, and then I lost the streaks explicitly because I took a lot of spice on a run. I remember it too. It was a bullet run, and I was just like, F it. I'm just gonna take all the spice. We've already 100%ed the save file. I don't care. Man, I really wish the boomerang didn't suck so much. What? Where's the scroll? Is it here? What a weird place for a scroll. We're at 38. There's a chance we can get up to 40. I don't want to go down there. Are you kidding me? Can I just fall straight down? I can. Okay. There's nothing here. Where am I? Where am I going? Well, I think if we go down here, we can make it across. Yeah, there you go. That's more like it. It's like, I think if the boomerang kills an enemy in one hit. No, I think if the arrow from the boomerang kills an enemy, the boomerang bounces back because the game creates a corpse and the boomerang bounces off of the corpse. I think that's what's happening. Because it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens enough of the time. Wow, I didn't even attack you there. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get to 40. Because it's just an HP scroll, unfortunately. RIP. Whoa. I was very worried. Poison has no effect on you. Yeah. I saw that guy jumping at me. I'm like, no, my streak. Okay, now we can go inside. Is that a portal? No, there was something in the wall. I don't think it was a portal. I don't think we can get another portal because I think once you hit 4, they don't spawn anymore. So that's what I've always been told. But there was this. So I'll take the cash. Take the money, honey. Okay, I thought I saw something try and kill me, but maybe that was my imagination. Oh my god, it was you. Okay, I see the problem. Jesus. Okay, that's what it was. I knew that there was a sound of something, I just couldn't tell what the hell it was. Thank you, turret. A little rude of him, honestly. Bonk. Yeah, where was that chicken? Guess we don't quite need it now since we did disengage, or we haven't disengaged, I should say. So let's finish off. All right. More enemies left. I'll get the remaining cash. I don't know if there's any more, like, actual re-rolling to do, but I suppose there could be. That time it didn't even hurt him. He jumped through the boomerang, but the boomerang stopped on his body. Fantastic. I gotta make a note to myself of this run, because it's a very good run for, hey devs, please fix the boomerang. I would like it if my boomerang didn't get stuck on everything. Oh, there's a, another rune here. Nothing I have has more damage on full HP, so I'm just gonna recycle it and pick up the turkey, I think. That should be good enough. Just gotta be careful getting over there. Clickbait title this run? What is the clickbait title? Streamer finds so many bonus scrolls. The most scrolls possible in Dead Cells history. Cursed tactics run? It's not even a cursed run, it's been fantastic. That was a skill shop, wasn't it? Yeah. I still kind of want the electric whip. I suppose I could get rid of the money shooter for it, but the money shooter is doing 500,000 damage. So I've got the hiccups all of a sudden, I don't know why. Oh. Sorry, oh, Jesus. I guess we could add another double damage item, but... The alchemic carbine in the backpack. That's creating the poison damage. Barnacle trap can create a toxic cloud, but I want more repeatable poison enabling. Nothing else can inflict poison. It's just the carbine, which we need to keep, but we gotta keep the boomerangs as well, because the damage from these is absurd. And I still want to keep the money shooter, that way I can do something like this. I'm wasting money. But I can just kind of like XY, throw the boomerangs, throw the money shooter, throw the boomerangs, throw the money shooter. So maybe we don't need the electric whip. As good as it is, our damage is already stupid. Lemon says no need E-whip. And I just can't help but think of Lionel Hutz scribbling on the piece of paper, "No, need E-whip!" exclamation mark. All right, well, either way, we're good. And we've gotten all the scrolls correct. Best Dead Cells run ever. You know, whenever I titled a Gungeon run that, it always did perform pretty well. What can I say? People respond to the clickbait. Best game play ever. Best game ever. Best ever best. God damn it, please. Roll better. Freak you, I can't spend any more money on you. All right. I do have a lot of views on that. Oh, that's a lot of views on that one video. The best Gungeon run. I can't even remember what the run was. It must not have been that good. I don't know. The best Gungeon run ever might have been the run in which I looped like 6 times because I kept getting clones. That was a pretty good one too. What I should do is if I can do a run, if I can go back to Gungeon and do a run with the pilot pistol only, I can title that one the worst Gungeon run ever. All right. Okay, my dude is dead. Holy crap. My dude is dead. We didn't, there wasn't even a chance. He attacked once. That was so good. What have you done? I kicked your freaking ass. That's what I've done. You don't even deserve a cutscene. I hated doing that as the Terraria character, though. I hate this outfit. Flawless Collector, shake my head. That should be your title, says Lemon. Can I flawless the final boss on this run? Exclamation mark, question mark. You know what I could do? Instead of a clickbait thumbnail picture of my face, because no one knows what I look like, I could be like the most fedora milady man, and you'll never know. But I could just have the Terraria character's face there. Does Terraria man have a name? Like there's Minecraft Steve. Is there like a Terraria Joe? I don't know. But yo, that run was a lot of fun. I really like runs like this where you get 6 bonus scrolls and you just steamroll the final boss because you have everything synergizing off of poison, and then you just completely obliterate due to having massive freaking damage. Picked up a legendary boomerang and the double damage owl and the barnacle trap that was synergizing off the poison as well. The only thing that wasn't synergizing was the money shooter, but it still had 500,000 DPS. What a beautiful run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells. I almost said Terraria.